Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all 5 places that I recommend to buy age regression gear from. As always, quick disclaimer, I am in no way a professional on the topic of age regression or in psychology in any way. I am simply sharing my personal experience with age regression. This video is also not for people who do not know what age regression is. This is for people who are either caregivers or already know that they are age regressors. If you would like to know what age regression is, please check my description or please look it up yourself. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's get into the 5 places I recommend. First up is a secondhand website called Mercari. I recommend this website because it has all sorts of things like onesies, pacifiers, pacifier clips, toys, all of that. I like using Mercari to find onesies or pacifiers from sites that I would like to buy from, but it would be triggering or upsetting to go on there, which is an unfortunate truth of being an age regressor. You will have a lot easier time finding NSFW sites to buy onesies and pacifiers for yourself rather than safer work websites, which I personally find a little bit sad, but we can find ways around it, such as buying secondhand. The only downside, however, is that certain pacifiers and onesies absolutely need to be sanitized and or washed. Pacifiers, if they are used, I always recommend replacing the teat and sanitizing them, because a lot of sellers will not replace the teat after use, which is not good. Secondly, I recommend Etsy. While I'm sure you all know what Etsy is, I want to recommend buying things like deco pasties from there, from small businesses, because oftentimes, while it may be a little bit pricier, you are receiving a one-of-a-kind art piece from an actual individual person or a small business, rather than somewhere big like Amazon. Deco pasties are very intricate and can be tedious to put together, so I personally admire and respect people who do that for a living, and I love being able to give my money to them. Another plus side of Etsy is that a lot of sellers will offer a discreet packaging option for pacifiers, so due to it being more personal and small, you can hide it in a stuffed animal or maybe wrap it in a blanket and then have it shipped in a discreet box. As far as onesies, I have had a lot of difficulty finding ones on there that aren't drop shipped, so I would recommend buying secondhand when it comes to that. Third is Melissa&doug. You can buy from their site individually, you can buy secondhand on Mercari or eBay, and you can also buy from them on Amazon. So there are lots of places where you can buy this brand from. But let's get into what it is. Melissa&doug is a wooden toy brand set. They are known for their pretend foods, which I really appreciate due to my digestive issues. I love playing with food. I love pretending like I'm eating all the foods that I'm not able to anymore. But if you are going to buy, I would recommend looking for whatever you want on their official site and then going and looking if you can buy it secondhand. And if you can't, then you know. But I just always recommend buying secondhand because it is more ethical. The cats are fighting. My 4th recommendation is Thrift Books. Thrift Books is a website where you can buy secondhand books for a much affordable price. Where you can buy books for a much more affordable price rather than somewhere like Barnes & Noble or a bookstore that sells books that are brand new. I personally love reading or being read to while I'm regressed. I find it very nostalgic and reminiscent of my childhood, especially books themed around unicorns or princesses or other things that I would have been read to as a child. If you're looking for a specific series or kinds of books to read, I would recommend the Little Golden Books, series like Stella Luna, Pete the Cat, The Magic Treehouse, Junie B. Jones, and so on. Those are just basically the books I read in my childhood. 5th and final recommendation are pet stores. For both age regressors and pet regressors, I would recommend just going into a pet store and looking at all the fish and hamsters and other animals they may have, and just really trying to connect with your inner child and look at these innocent creatures the same way you would look at yourself. For pet regressors, I would recommend gear like collars, large dog crates, large dog beds. However, I would not recommend chew toys due to the fact that it could damage your teeth since they are made for dog teeth and not human teeth. If you are an age regressor only and you would also like to buy pet gear, that is up to you. Same with vice versa. Obviously, as long as you are using it as a coping skill, it truly does not matter what you do with what gear. That is your world. Your world is your oyster. Do whatever you want. That is all I have for you today. Please consider liking and subscribing if you have made it this far. I appreciate you all so dearly for watching. It means a lot to me that I've gotten this far with my YouTube career, especially with the state of my health and due to my disabilities. The fact that I could potentially make this a way of income is very, very inspiring to me. But enough with all of that. Make sure you take your meds if you have any, drink water, eat, take care of yourself, all of that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!